Meantime, the showers are producing thunderstorms. You can see that on Monday in parts of Minneapolis, St. Paul area. And then you look toward parts of Virginia, same sort of story, right? So let's talk a little bit more about where that severe weather threat is really going to define itself throughout your Saturday. We're expecting that parts of the Central Plains states and upper Midwest going to get in on all that action. Already seeing it in parts of northern Michigan. That's the UP, not too far away from Marquette, which is where Northern Michigan University and Michigan Tech is located. Here's the thing, damaging hail, those are basically big giant ice cubes falling from the sky, could be the size of quarters, if not egg-sized hail. So yeah, think about Easter, when you're dyeing those Easter eggs, right? That's the size of those eggs that could fall from the sky. You look at that damaging wind threat, and it's really going to be isolated toward parts of South Dakota. You might think that South Dakota is in the middle of nowhere if you're joining us from New York or Chicago, but the problem is that South Dakota, this time of the year, super popular with tourists. You have Mount Rushmore that is literally in Rapid City, and then you have the Badlands. That whole entire region is caked with tourists right now. And so that's where you could be talking about some dangerous storms. Melanie, I think that those storms stay at bay through about lunchtime, maybe just after lunchtime. But if you have any late lunches or early dinners around 4 p.m., 5 p.m., that's when those storms get brewing. And a couple of those storms, if you're not careful and you're outside, and you get stuck in one of those storms, those could be intense.
Yeah, they definitely could. You don't want to be stuck outside in an instance like this. If you have any outdoor plans or evening plans, make sure it includes a plan B. Here we pick up the conversation for tomorrow. So from Grand Forks over to Duluth, Minneapolis, Green Bay, you're included in that level 2 out of 5 risk for severe storms. And as we play future radar, you can get an idea of where we'll really be watching for those zones.
Yeah, and again, it'll be one of those things, we call it diurnal. It's just a big fancy way of saying the afternoon sunshine helps to heat up the ground, and then that leads to rise in air, which leads to showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Mornings are quiet, afternoons are active into the evenings, and that's exactly what we're expecting. Don't want to leave this out either. Check all that out, that action in southern Michigan, right? Sunday evening, some big giant storms screaming through not just Detroit area, but Toledo, Ohio. You have Indy down this way. You also have America's Roller Coast, which is where Cedar Point is located, in Sandusky, Ohio. So it's going to be an active end to the weekend, and then even start to the work week as well.
Yeah, look at how this continues to shift off to the east to start the work week. So parts of the upper Midwest and then across the Northeast as we get into Tuesday, watching for those severe storms. Obviously, a lot could change by the time we get to Tuesday, but potentially Philly, D.C., and then down through Charlotte, you'll be watching for that zone for the worst of the weather.
Yeah, and all of this, Nick, is flowing kind of right along our big dome of high pressure. We call it Ridge Rider thunderstorms, and it's that heat that's really helping to propel these storms.